Hello beautiful people, and you are welcome to my channel. If you are an old subscriber, you are welcome back, and if you are new here, kindly hit the subscribe button because I post new recipes every day and you do not want to miss it. So today I'm going to be making homemade yogurt with homemade starter. Yes, you can make your own starter at home with very simple ingredients. Yes, these ingredients you can get it anywhere. Make sure you watch to the end of the video because at the end of the video I'm going to be telling you why you have had many failed attempts at yogurt making and many mistakes you have been making that you should not be making. Okay, let's get straight into it. So I will start by making my yogurt culture, that is my yogurt starter. Now for this I'll be needing 1/3 cup of milk and then 1 cup of water. This is powdered milk. I know many of us find it difficult to know the measurement to use. So for 1 cup of milk, for 1 cup of water, I'll be using 1/3 cup of milk. So this is for my yogurt starter. Then I'll be adding this and mix this together. Add your water little by little to avoid lumps. Stir this all together and ensure that all your milk is well incorporated with the water. So I'm going to be putting this on my cooker and I'm going to be stirring this as I go. Okay, you don't want this to be burnt. So you don't want your milk to burn, so you continue stirring this until it starts to boil. Once your milk starts to boil, you take it off the heat immediately and then you are going to allow it to cool down. Okay, so my milk has boiled now and I'm going to take it off the heat. So I'm going to leave this for some time to allow it to cool down. After some time, I'm going to check the temperature of the milk. So you want a warm milk, not a hot milk. You don't want a hot milk and you do not want a cold milk as well. So I'm going to check the temperature by placing this on my hand. If I can withstand the heat, and if this doesn't burn my hand, if I can withstand the heat, that means the milk is warm, then that is the temperature. That is the temperature that you need for your milk to start the fermentation process. So I'm going to pour the milk inside the bowl. So I'll be using chili for the fermentation of this milk. I will be using 3 chilies for the fermentation of this milk. Okay, so you can also use unripe one or ripe ones, the red ones or the green ones. Anything is going to work for this. So you want to make sure your the stem is still there. The stem is very important. Make sure you use the one that the stem is still there. Okay, so you are going to immerse the chili inside the milk because the bacteria in the chili is going to be fermenting this milk. So you cover this, make sure you cover this very well. So place this in a warm place like in your oven, or you wrap with clothes and place it inside the cooler. Okay, so this after 24 hours. You can do this for around 20 to 24 hours depending on how warm the place is. So this is after 24 hours. As you can see, the milk has fermented. So I'm going to be removing the chili. As you can see, this milk is fermented. Just take a look at it. So remove the chili pepper and you have your homemade yogurt starter. So this our yogurt starter is ready. look how look how it is. This is how it should be. Okay, so you can sieve this before using it, or you can just use it like this. You can sieve it using your sieve, though that is not necessary. So I have another milk here, the same quantity of milk, the same temperature as the first batch of milk I made. So this is exactly the same measurement, 1 cup of water and 1/3 cup of milk. Okay, so this is the same temperature as well. I make sure that it is cooled down to withstand, and my hand can withstand the temperature. And then I'm going to be using it for my second batch of starter. You can use this as well, but this starter, the first starter we make, is going to be a little bit too active, and it's going to also have the pepper flavor, the chili flavor. So, and we don't want that for our yogurt. We don't want any flavor at all. So that's why we are going to be making a second starter. So just the same quantity of milk, the same temperature, and then you are going to be adding 1 tablespoon of the first starter to make the second starter. You're going to use the first starter to ferment the second starter. Okay, so just measure 1 tablespoon of this, and then you add it to your second batch of starter. So this second batch is not going to have any flavor to it, any pepper flavor or chili flavor. It's not going to add it to it, and it's not going to be more concentrated as the first one. It's not going to be more concentrated as the first one. So you want to use this to ferment your yogurt. You want to use the second batch to ferment your yogurt. Make sure you stir this well together. Make sure the starter is well incorporated with your warm milk. Okay, it's just the same temperature, the same measurement as the first starter. But we are not going to be using chili to ferment this. We are just going to be using 1 tablespoon of the first starter. So mix this very well, and you're going to keep it in a warm place. You can place this inside your oven. You can wrap this with cloth and place it inside a cooler, a warmer. You can place this inside it. Just make sure it is not outside and it is in a warm place, so it will allow this to ferment quickly. So I'm going to be keeping this for around 20 to 24 hours as well to ferment. Okay, after 20 to 24 hours, my starter is ready. My second batch of starter is ready. So I'm going to be using this to make my yogurt. Yeah, so finally we are making the yogurt. We are done with the starter. So make sure you keep the first batch of starter and the rest of this to ferment your yogurt. So the first starter, don't use it to make your yogurt, or you can use it to make an second batch of starter. So for this is ready to be made to yogurt. You're going to be using this. Look how cuddly it is. This is the kind of thing. This is how your starter should look like. This is how your starter should look like. Okay. So we are going to be getting right into making our yogurt. Yay! Finally, yeah. After 2 whole days, we are going to be making our yogurt. I've used 2 days to ferment this. So please subscribe. Please, I make this yogurt specifically for YouTube uploads. So please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Alright. So then I'm going to be using 3 cups of milk. 3 cups of powdered milk. Okay, you can use any products. Yeah. Then I have in here 6 cups of water. Okay, then I'm going to be adding this together to mix well. Can increase the quantity of this, or you can reduce it. That's why I'm using easy method for measuring this. Use cup method. I'm sure most of us have measuring cups, so this is going to be more easier to make. Okay, so I'm not using liter and I'm not using in grams. I'm not measuring in grams. I'm using cup specifically for us to benefit from this, for us to understand this well and not have any problem with the measurement. So I'm going to be adding the water into the milk. Stir this well together until the milk is well incorporated. So I want to let you know this, okay? So if you want a very thick yogurt, you know, there are many texture to yogurt. You might want it to be thick, you might want it to be more running, but I'm making this for home purpose, and my family does not like thick yogurt. They like the running one, not too running but not too thick as well. So I'm going to be adding additional 3 cups of water to this milk. Okay, just saying this, but you can leave this like it, or you can add additional like 1 more cups of water if you want a very thick yogurt. But I'm going to be adding 3 more cups just to loosen the milk. So you can leave this like this, you can ferment this like this, but I'm just going to add 3 more cups of water. So that's my 3 more cups of water. So that makes this 9 cups of water to 3 cups of powdered milk. Like I said, you can use any type of milk for this, but I'm going to show you that at the end of the video, so make sure you watch to the end to know exactly why there are some milks and there are some milks as well, and the different results they are going to give you. Okay, so make sure you watch to the end and subscribe to my channel. So I'm going to mix this very well until it is well incorporated. As you can see, the milk is still thick, but it's not too thick because I don't want my yogurt to be too thick. I want the kind of runny texture somewhat. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is to heat this, just as we have done for our starter. You allow it to come to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, then you take it off the heat. You allow it to cool down until your hand can withstand the temperature, and then we are going to be adding starter yogurt, our starter culture. Okay, so I'm heating this milk up. So stir this. This is going to rise up as it boils. Okay, once your milk starts to boil, it's going to rise up. So you have to be here, or else you are going to waste all the milk. Okay, so make sure you are there to monitor it, and you stir this continuously so it will not burn. Don't leave this and go anywhere. Stay with it until it boils. Okay, so continue stirring this. Stir this. And ta-da! Our milk has boiled. So I'm going to take this off the heat. You can see the heat coming out from it, the vapor coming out from it. So that makes the milk is ready. So take this off the heat, allow it to cool down. Okay, you don't want a cold milk for this, and you do not want a hot milk as well. So just take this off your cooker and allow to cool down. So after about some time, my milk has cooled down, so you have to be constantly checking this. So but I think this is gonna take, because of the quantity of the milk, it's going to take around 20 minutes to cool down to the temperature you need. So but checking it at intervals to know exactly if it's ready or not. Okay, so I'll be taking this off. This is what forms on the top of the milk. Yeah, that's I think it's meat parts or something like that. So just make sure you remove this from the milk before fermenting it. Yeah, that thing, I don't really know what it is, but once you boil milk, it's on top. It's always comes on top of it. So just remove that, and then the milk is ready to ferment. So I'm going to be checking this with my pan to know if it is the right temperature. And yes, I have the right temperature. It is not too cold, it is not cold at all, and it is not hot. Okay, you don't want that. You just want an in between something, a warm milk generally. Okay, so then I'm going to be pouring this inside a bowl. Make sure this bowl have a lid because you have to cover the milk for it to ferment properly. So I'm going to pour this inside the bowl. Then I'm going to be fermenting this with my second batch of yogurt starter. Okay, make sure you use the second batch for this. The first batch is going to have the chili flavor. You don't want that, and it's going to be way too concentrated. So you're going to be using the second batch. Now I'm going to be using 1/4 cup. 1/4 cup. Okay, I'm going to be using 1/4 cup of the second batch of starter to ferment the yogurt. So you just want to make sure you don't have the water. Try to separate the water here from the curdled milk, and then you measure your 1/4 cup of starter. Add this to your warm milk, and there make sure you mix this very well. Mix this very well until it is well incorporated. And then we are going to be fermenting this. I'm pouring a little bit of milk inside the cup to rinse every starter from it. And then I'm going to cover this with my lid. Stir this well together. I'm going to cover it with the lid, and then I'm going to place this inside a warm place. Use your oven for this, or you can place this inside your warm cooler. Use a cloth to wrap it. Okay, just make sure this is in a warm place. You can also use store-bought starter for this, or you can use lemon to ferment your milk. So make sure that when you are using lemon, you also make 2 batches of the starter. Then we are going to put this in a warm place, and ta-da! After 8 hours, your yogurt is now ready. So don't allow this to ferment for more than 8 hours. It doesn't take as much time as the starter. Okay, so these are the tips I want to be sharing. As I'm making this, I noticed that when the final batch of yogurt I make, this yogurt, it's curdled. That is, the water is different and the milk is different. So I was recording this as I was making the remedy, but I didn't know that it wasn't recording. Okay, so what are you going to do if you notice this? So I think this happens because of different products of milk we have out there. The different products of milk, different results. So once you notice that your milk has curdled and the water is different from the milk, everything doesn't add up together. So pass this to a sieve to remove the water, as you have seen here. So I'm doing this here so that you know what to do. Do not panic. There is nothing wrong the yogurt. Just sieve out the water with the aid of your sieve, and then you have your yogurt. So that's right here in the sieve is your yogurt, not the one down, not the water down. The one that you sieved out is the yogurt. So take this and whip it up until it is creamy. So let's get right back into it. So I'm going to take my sieve out yogurt and place it into a bigger bowl, and I'm going to be whipping this. You can use blender to whip this. You can use a mixer, just whip it a little bit. It's not a long process, but I'm going to be using my hand whisk to whisk this. As you can see, my yogurt is not as thick as some yogurt, so that's because of the quantity of water that I added. Okay, so if you want a thick yogurt, you can reduce the quantity of water you add to your powdered milk. So I'm going to whisk this, whisk, okay, until everything is well incorporated. And you've had your yogurt. This is your yogurt, okay? This is your yogurt, unsweetened yogurt. This doesn't have any sugar or any additives at all. If you want, you can drink it like this. But if you want some flavors and additives, once I made a video on how to flavor the yogurt, strawberry yogurt, banana yogurt, and vanilla yogurt. So I'll be dropping the video tomorrow. Make sure that you watch it, okay? And please subscribe to my channel. Please like the video, comment. I'm going to reply any comments. If you have any questions, comment down below and I'll be there to answer it. Okay, please like the video and subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. Please subscribe to my channel. And then we have our yogurt. To learn how I made the strawberry and banana flavored yogurt, subscribe to my channel and make sure you turn on the notification bell so you get alerts when I post the videos. I will be posting the video this week. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.